What up, Bill? What up? What up? What up? What up? Let me adjust this mic. What up, though? What is good? Happy Friday. Hope everybody is having a great Friday. What it do? Don't forget to smack that thumbs up as you enter in the building. Got a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about. As you see right there on the screen, be cautious. The haters are there. All right. The haters are there. We'll give it about another 45 seconds before we get the show started. What up, though? What up, people? I see y'all retro. What up, though? Ultimate. D. Johnson. What up, though? Keith. Danny. Edwin. What up, though? What's good? What is good? What is good? What is good? Let me get everything good over here. Man, a lot has happened within the last 24 hours. A lot has happened within the last 24 hours. What up? What up? What up? Let me go and get this camera on so we can get the show started, guys. What up, though? It's going on 3 minutes. Let's see what I got to do here. I was going to open up the phone lines, but y'all don't be using that. So I would have loved y'all feedback. But it's all good. It's all good. Let me do this right quick. Let me go ahead and take this off. What up? What up? What's good? How y'all doing today? How y'all doing? Superdell here on this lovely, well, it's cold here in the D. It is chilly in the D. Too chilly. I think it's like right now it's about 27 degrees. We got a little bit of light snow, but it's all good. It is all good. Salute to everybody. I do want to talk about this, man. We do have to talk about something that's very, very serious that goes on YouTube. You know, not any one particular, but we need to talk about, you know, being cautious when you're on YouTube. You know, you just got to be cautious. A lot of y'all know what happened to me. You know, a very, very small circle, you know, individual got in touch, you know, with another individual, and Cat tried to keep my money until I threatened to expose, right? And then all of a sudden got my money back, you know. But we definitely gonna talk about that. You know, we definitely gonna talk about that because you got to be careful on YouTube, man. Individuals you're dealing with, you know, you got to be careful because there's a lot of situations that goes on. And like I said, this is not anyone's, you know, particular, but, you know, people get it twisted on YouTube. Like, people think that because you might have a live show, or you might, you know, share some ideas that y'all, you know, you're supposed to take a bullet for them. That's not always the case. Or people, you know, on YouTube, they get scammed, you know, they donate money and all of that. And so I do want to put my take on it, to say you got to be careful. Let me change this music right quick, guys. I'll need something a little bit more mellow, really, while we're talking about this. So the thing is, you have to be very, 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 very careful. I received an email. Not the first time I received an email on somebody sending someone some money. A guy, you know, just asked for my input. What should you do? The first question I asked was, why did you send it? You know, one thing you can do is always read comments. You know, before I even get in touch with anyone, I like to read the comments. And if I see too many scams and stuff like that, I don't do it. You know, or that's just like if I go and buy some shoes or anything, if I buy electronic and it got a 1 or 2 star, it's no need for me to even partake in that purchase. If I can be honest with you, really, if you got 100, people that actually rated that device, and they come up to 1, 1.5, 2 stars, I wouldn't get it, because it's been said. It has been said. And so again, with me, this was like 2.5 years ago, something like that. And somebody actually in a small circle, it's a handful of people who I know on YouTube, right? We're in a small circle, in a small group. And somebody went to the person who I do business with, who I did business with, and reported. And so next thing you know, I get this email saying, "What the F?" And it didn't do nothing, but it bypassed the application. All right. It wasn't nothing that said, this individual, listen, I had probably about 20 videos that bypassed that app. But just so happened this one day I was live, right? I was live. And again, it's only a handful of people that I know that is in this circle. And what did the haters do? The haters got it. Now, the person who I do business with barely even watch YouTube, but for whatever reason, the person thought they was going to mess up, business. And, you just got to be careful, with people, now, can I prove exactly who it was? Absolutely not. But if you in a circle of 8, 9 individuals, right, that you know of, 8, 9 individuals, one of them 9 people that does YouTube actually reported you. And again, it's not like I went into the app. I just bypassed it. It had the word on there. Boom. It had the word on there. And yeah, next thing you know, the person who I do business with hit me up with an email like, "What the F are you doing?" Very unprofessional. I don't know if it's a she or he, but just very, 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 very unprofessional. And I'm like, what? And then tried to keep my money. Tried to keep the money. And I had to get my money back straight up. Like, cause I just did business like that morning, and then just took my stuff like I wasn't going, and I had to let it be known. I said, if you don't give me my money, I will expose it. And so that's why, guys, I do not use it. Listen, when I'm doing transition, even people who do business with me, I tell them to do PayPal, right? PayPal, you can actually call and talk to people. And on this particular event, I use Venmo, not Vimeo, Venmo, which is owned by who? PayPal. And just dropped a nice little ticket. And she is a she, but I don't know if it's a she or he, was like, yeah, I'll give you your money back. And so I waited. The next day, I still didn't have my money back. And so got in touch with a couple of his or her colleagues. And then I sent that email. I said, look, I gave you 24 hours to send me my money back. Listen, either you do it or I'm gonna do what I do. And I'm gonna open it up and everybody gonna know. And that's what happened. Next thing you know, hey, look, that email went through. Not even an hour later, I get a notification from Venmo that my money was there. You know, I don't use Cash App. Let me tell you the reason why I don't use Cash App. I don't mind using it, but for business, I don't use Cash App for the simple fact, if something go left, who you going to talk to? Who are you going to talk to? There's certain applications I just do not use when I'm doing business. I'm not going to do it. And so you have to be very, 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 very careful. You have to be very, very, very careful, man, when you're doing business online. Because I'm telling you, there's a lot of, look, they just exposed one person here in Detroit for, and this guy in Detroit had over $30,000 talking about helping Ukraine. And I'm not laughing at the situation that's going on. I'm laughing at the thing about it. They set him up, and the guy said, "Yeah, we're going to send this money over." You know, and the reporter was like, "To who? Who are you going to send it to? What organization?" And he say, "Oh, Ukraine." He say, "Well, that's a country. I mean, how you gonna give it to the people who need it?" And the guy was just, I mean, it was just crazy, but it was over 30,000. But they actually showed like 20 other pages talking about helping Ukraine people. And it was all scams and stuff like that. So you got to be careful. Please be careful. Be cautious. Don't be the first one to jump out the window. All right. If it seems too good to be true, think about it. Send somebody from DST an email. I don't care who it is. Send one of us an email and say, "Hey, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking about it. Shall I pull the trigger or not?" And what the thing about DST, at least from my understanding, we're not going to steer you the wrong way. Right? We're going to pretty much tell you the truth. We're going to tell you, yeah, that's a good individual. We're going to say, "I don't know. I never heard of it." Or we'll tell you, "Hey, listen, if you do, be careful. Be careful." And again, this is not I don't want any one of you cats out there to get in your feelings. This is not about you. This is not the first time I actually talked about this. I don't need nobody getting in touch with anybody from DST. "Hey, man, why Dale talking?" No, Dale is not talking. First of all, I don't care about nobody business but mine's. My mama, my dad, my grandmother said, "Mind your business." Now, do I like rumors and a little bit of gossip? Heck yeah. Now, do I go and spread them? Nah. When me and my wife talk, we talk amongst each other. Like, she's not going to tell me something that I'm going to go and call my brother and call my cousin. Nah, I don't do business like that. I mind my business. If I hear something, whether it's negative or positive, I'll be like, "Dang, okay." You know, and that's just the person I am. I'm not one of them people that go and gossip and know all that. It ain't no fun in that. Well, it could be some fun, but I do like a little bit of drama. But I definitely don't need nobody thinking like I can care less. Listen, y'all already know what it is with me. I don't get into nobody's financial business. That's one thing you will not catch me do, because it don't concern me, and I don't know what the conversation was about before the business. And so I try to keep to myself. I mind my own business. Now, in the past, y'all saw that I was trying to put me in some business, and I refused, and it broke up a relationship. I didn't care, because it ain't like I grew up with the individual. So the thing is, I mind my own business. I'm not one of them. Listen, it's nothing you can do. I wouldn't even get into my brother's financial business with a business partner because I don't know, and I don't want to look like I don't want to look like a simp. I'm not going to call myself a fool. I don't want to look, out of pocket, because you just never know the full relationship, the full the text, the literature of that context. You don't know. I just don't know the full what led to what was said, because I was never on the call. And that's just something I always listen, it's been drilled into me. My grandma used to say, "Man, your damn business." And that's just what it was. She say, "Mind your damn business. Stop getting in everybody else's business, because you just never know." And it's just something I came up with. Honestly, man, I just mind my own business. And do I hear things? Absolutely. Absolutely. But I can't get involved because I wasn't there from the start. Now, if I was there from the start, I can put my 2 cents in. But if I wasn't there from the start, I don't know who said what percentage goes this way, what this person's supposed to do, what that person's supposed to do. So I have to mind my business, even if it's my brother, my blood brother. And there have been some things my family done got into, and I couldn't do anything because, again, I wasn't there. And so that's why I'm very, very cautious with who I deal with. Like, if I have somebody email me saying, I never even saw this name, right? I done had so many of these. "Hey, Dale, I've been following you." They all say the same thing. "I've been following you," but never said nothing in the chat, but said, "I've been following you for a long time." I get that so much when it comes to Eyebrow Peterson Television. "I've been following you a long time, but I do not recognize the name in the chat." You know what happened to me? My antennas go up. Bing! Like, whoa, slow down. And so it's a couple things I can do. I can respond to the email, or I can just sit back and not respond at all. Mind my business. Because it's certain people I see that come on here every week, right? Whether they say hi one time, I still recognize the name. But I get plenty of emails, guys. Y'all just don't know. "Hey, Dale, they all say the same thing. "I've been following you a long time. I'm a big fan of yours." They do this. "Man, your videos are so direct. They are so educational. But I need a panel for Eyebrow Peterson Television." And I'll be looking like, I never heard of this person. I never saw this person, but you've been following me. And then I don't respond. Person never email me again and say, "Hey, Dale, I reached out to you." So that's why I say you got to be cautious, because there's so much going on, man. You see creators creating videos on YouTube, right? Saying, "Oh, you better be scared of this. It's coming down to an end." Scare tactics, drama that draws what? The person in. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's all what? A form of what? Entertainment. And that's what I say. Some people can't take it. Like me, it's to the point after what happened on YouTube like a year and a half ago. And I've been telling y'all, you can make more in your community. You can make more in your community if you just do it the right way. And that's the thing with me, man. And so I love, sometimes I have talks with different individuals. It's all about maturing. And that's what it takes. Like I had ideals, man, that fell by the wayside. That like, damn, you know, and it would have been nice. It would have been nice, but it is what it is. You got to move on. You have to move on. And but I again, I like doing what I'm doing, and I just mind my business. I don't get into the nonsense. I'm not gonna. If somebody trying to offer a service, remember, guys, it took me what, about 2 years just to get Real-Debrid. Real was telling me about it. Steve was telling me about it. LJ was telling me about it. Butcher was telling me about it. You know, I think Butcher was the last person. The Butcher was the last person that said, man, Dale, you buying all that stuff, you getting all that stuff, and you won't spend $18. And I said, you know what? I'm about to try it. And I tried Real-Debrid. I haven't looked back since. I have not looked back since. Don't ask me why, but I was cautious. Even though I had all these individuals saying, hey, man, yeah, this is a real deal, I was just cautious about the online aspect, you know, and that's just how I am. I'll be looking at things, man. I'll be like, I'll be seeing something. I'll be like, no, I'm going to wait a couple weeks. Or I'm going to do some research, some heck of a research on it before I even pull the plug and say I'm doing it. So, guys, this is just a warning, man. Listen, be careful in these YouTube streets or the social media streets. Be careful. Be careful. I don't like getting emails from individuals saying, hey, I did this, and the individual got over on me, you know, or I went to this website and I haven't heard back from anybody. Be careful what you show on YouTube, because it's getting very, very serious. It's getting very, very, very serious. I didn't know it was going to get this serious, but it is getting very, very serious. It's harder to show anything on YouTube. It's hard. I'm telling you, it used to be a time where you could sit back and show Cody. You could show the service that you have. You could show apps, certain applications, and they came down. And it's very, 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 very tough. Very, very tough now. And just be careful, because individuals are watching. They will report your channel. They will sit back and wait on you to slip. And it ain't like YouTube gonna tell you who reports your channel. They will do it. But the ones that be out there hating, look at it. Just think about it. Where they at? They're not doing. See, because you're gonna have some haters. Can I be real with y'all? You're gonna have some haters, and you must be doing something good. You must be doing something good to buy. If you wasn't doing nothing good, do you think the haters would be watching you? No, they would care 2 cents about you. They wouldn't even care about you. Think about it. I want you to really think about it. Would they even be paying attention to any of your what you're doing? They wouldn't even be, they'd be like, man, whatever. I had people, I remember a couple years ago when I probably used, just in donations, it was nothing for me. If I go live, it was nothing for me to do $200, $250. Depending on the day, it was nothing. And it was individuals watching it. I'm talking about watching how much money was coming across the screen. Like Bo Knows say, it was Christmas lights coming across, right? Individuals who said, I would never do that. I would never ask for money. We ain't asking for money. We said, if you want to donate, that's the phrase we use. If you want to donate. And it was people Oh, I would never ask for any money. I would do this. You had creators saying that. And then all of a sudden, after they saw what some of us was doing, I'm not going to just say me. I'm going to say some of us, because it was a lot of in the cord cutting and the streaming, the so-called streaming community, some haters out there, some liars. Call a spade, right? People were actually getting jealous. They were actually getting jealous. And that's why, if you go back and look at the numbers, whether they go live or do a video, they can barely get over 100 people, 100 views. You're right. I go over there and listen. I check. I told you, I don't care if you're a hater. I don't care if me and you have some words. If you put out some good content, I will come look at your content. I might even take your content. Yes, I am an online streaming thief. I would take your content and use it. I mean, so what? You put it out there for the public. But I don't have the time to hate on you. Get your bread. If that's what you about, get your bread. But it was a lot of individuals who I saw with my own eyes and heard with my own ears saying, I don't know why you're doing that. They was counting money. And I told people, I say, listen, if you don't have it, you don't have it. Hey, listen, I want you to win. I want you to win. Don't do it on YouTube. Do it in your community. Make more of a revenue, right? Because what was my lane? What was the phrase that I use? It's a certain phrase I said, generate. Say, what I say, build your avenue, generate revenue, create an avenue, generate revenue. Something like that. I can't remember, man. I don't use so many words. And it actually worked. People listen. And that's why people show love. I get emails to this day that say, Dale, listen, I can't give you nothing, but man, I really thank you. And that's what it's all about, man. Just showing love. You know, it's not just about me. It's not just about you. It's about people taking care of themselves, regardless of whatever. I'm not going to judge nobody, because at the end of the day, people be like, oh man, you shouldn't be doing this. Well, tell that person who probably did some time and can't get a job. How's that person going to live? Sorry about that. I had to hold up. I got to sneak. Man, had to sneeze. Man. Sorry about that. And that's why I say, man, people be watching, but get your bread. For people who even did time, like I say, some of y'all know the story about my friend on the east side. My friend on the east side, yeah, he made some bad decisions, but I'm so proud of him. I'm proud of him because he's doing his thing. He's still doing his thing. Taking care of his family, doing all that. In a minute, it will be almost 7 years where he can actually apply for a position or for a regular job so he can get 401k. He can get benefits or pension wherever he worked. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. That's what I'm talking about. You know, and that's why I say, man, you know, we so quick to it. To me, it's not about picking and choosing who you like. But if you ain't helping, if you're not helping anyone in the background, in my opinion, you can't say nothing. If you're not putting anyone on, come on, we can have that real talk. If you're not putting anyone on, then how can you be mad at the next man? How can you be jealous? If you want to, it's like Android. It's open policy, right? It's open door. It's open source. Why can't you use it? But that's just, I'm telling you, man, it is so crazy. And that's why it's certain creators I like. You know, it's certain creators who I respect. And regardless if we had differences or not, but the hustle is pretty much the same. We're going to always figure out a way. We're going to figure out a way. Because the hustle is real. And that's why listen, regardless of what you do or whatever, I respect the hustle. And I'm not the one that's going to judge you because you're trying to take care of you and your family. And it using cord cutting tactics. Now, if you out there, you know, I can't judge nobody that's selling drugs because the other person got to accept it. That's not my business. So I mind my business. It would get personal if it's one of my loved ones. That, like, it would get personal on that note. You know, I haven't ran into that problem as of yet, you know. But that's the only time it can get personal with me. Other than that, when I hear things, at the end of the day, I can shake my head and say that's messed up. But I can't, what I'm going to hurt the person? I got to mind my business. And that's what it's all about. And a lot of people don't know how to mind their business. And that's why I say, be cautious who you deal with, because jealousy is a mother. Jealousy is a mother on YouTube. Pretty much anywhere. Anywhere. I saw it. Listen, I saw it with my own two eyes. I remember an individual. I'm not going to get too close. This is family related. My own family member got jealous because I worked. Even though this individual told me about it and I took advantage. I can just tell you this. It was about a car. It was about a car that I went to the dealership and put the money down for it. I didn't listen. And yes, I'm talking about family. And because this individual could not afford it, got mad at me and stopped talking to me for probably about 4 or 5 months. I was young too. I was real young. I was in my younger 20s. I was young. Honestly, I was young. And I was like, what the heck? And what it was Dale worked hard and you gave him an idea. Yeah, and I'm like, oh shoot, for real? I could do that? And so not even a day or two later, I went, applied, they approved me, and I came home with it. And yeah, person was very, very upset with me. It was jealousy. And it's the same thing that goes on YouTube. People sit there and count your money. I mean, they do it all. I mean, that's just what they do. And that's why I tell y'all, man, listen, be careful who you deal with. Because I'm telling you, these people will take you down with them. You know, if you've been paying attention like I pay attention, just listen. You know, instead of accepting responsibility, they would take you down. You got to go too. If I go, you got to go. And that's just how it is, man. But people who are using these Cash App, Cash App me, you know, use some other type of form of payment. Send me a check. Here go the good one right here. This is for the true scammers. I need you to go to your local superstore, buy $100 gift card, and send me the number. Okay. Oh, you want me to go on, put $100 or get $100 gift card, bring it here, and email it to you or call you and give you the numbers? Yeah, okay. We'll see. So be careful, man. I just had to get that out, man, because it needs to be discussed. It has to be discussed. And that's the only thing about it, man, because you got to be able to trust people. And if you don't trust anybody, man, like, it's hard. And see, it's hard. Listen, I don't mind opening up to individuals. You know, I can tell people my personal situation. I don't mind telling people my struggles. I'm not perfect. I'm nowhere near perfect. Never said I was perfect. But I just don't like snakes. I don't like anybody that gets jealous. I don't like jealous of, how do you get jealous of a person that you might have saw once or twice or never saw before? You know, I just don't understand that. Instead of asking a person like, hey, man, I see how you got down. I see what you're doing. How can I want to move in that direction, you know, and proceed that way. No, they don't do that. The first thing they want to do, down your video, right? Call the peoples on you. Just do all the negative things, man, that you would be like, well, for real? You know, instead of you working hard for it or researching it, because the best thing you could do is what? Research. That's the best thing you can do, is research. And unfortunately, you got people who don't want to research. You don't want to research. So before I move on, guys, be careful who you deal with. I'm telling you, man, be careful who you deal with. Listen, my first priority is my wife. All right. Now let me take that back. My first priority is my God, right? That's number one. All right. Then my wife, then my kids. It's not God, my kids, and my wife. It's my God, my wife, then my knucklehead kids. That's just the name of the. That's just what I believe. Now, some people may believe otherwise, but there's a question I ask anybody. We can have a real conversation. We can have a real conversation. We can talk that talk. But my Lord and Savior, that's my first. Then my wife, then my kids, then my mama, my daddy, my brothers, everybody else. All right. If I'm in a boat and it tip over, you know, I'm not saying tragedy, everybody drown, but the first person I'm going to save is my wife. That's just me. That's me. All right. I go back for my kids, but the first thing the first person I got to save is her. Push her, tip the boat over, push her back in. Then I'm going for everybody else. That's just me. Some people gonna be like, hey, I got to save my kids. Nobody said your kids deceased or anything. I'm just saying who you supposed to look for first. That's just my personal beliefs. All right. I'm not pushing it on y'all. I know how this can get. Some of y'all be like, man, I got to save my wife. I'm saving my kids. Oh, my kids get the first play. Okay. Why the world? Let me not say. Huff. Salute, Huff. Thank you. You shouldn't have to ask. It's a collection plate rule. Hey, I believe that cold-heartedly. Let me tell you though, Huff, and Huff, you always show love on this channel. Let me tell you, man, I don't know why I feel like I got to sneeze, but it's a gentleman on YouTube. His name is A-Dub Productions. A-Dub Productions. I never met him. I just like his videos. I like how he come across. I told him he do t-shirts, right? I said, hey man, I just want to support you. How much you charge for a shirt? I think he gave me his price, $25, $30. I said, you know what? I want two. Straight up. Now I gave him one that I gave him one. I say, this is how I want it. And I say, you know what? The next one, I want you to choose it. And he was a man of his word. We used PayPal. And he got my shirts to me within like 4 days. He got his shirt. And that's what I'm talking about. A man of character, a man who took business serious. That's not the only one. Some of y'all, all right, y'all know her as Joy. Be the difference. I think I met Joy. I didn't even meet her. I saw her on A-Dub. And A-Dub gave her some love, right? So I went and followed Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. Listened to her not even an hour. And then she said she an author of a few books. I think Joy got about 3 or 4 books. She might have got her 4th one. Now I can't remember, but she has some books. Without even asking, I bought them. I ain't say, oh, let me see what you see. You know, I like her persona. I like how she was coming across. Cool, humble. I said, hey, how do I purchase? Without even asking, she gave her price. Boom, I did it. That's just what I do. You know, so the thing about with me, man, if you're doing something positive, I don't mind. I don't mind sharing love because somebody shared love with me. Somebody gave me a start. Somebody donated to me. So why can't I donate or help someone else? Not telling people to donate, but it's okay too. You know, to support somebody's business. I can tell you a story about the Real. Being real, cool as heck. I say, how much it cost you doing a shirt? Real gave me a low. She said, you know, I said, Real, this is business. I said, what you charge? Now, if you don't know me, what would you charge me? And she was hesitant. Like, I say, Real, come on now. And she gave a price. I honored it. I ain't say, oh, Real, we in the same group, man. Come on, come on. No, because I know first of all, she's using her electric. She's using her heat. She's using her gas to go and get products and everything. I'm looking at it as a business. I'm not going to try to, oh, man. If I see you come out with a great or even a good, it don't even have to be great. If you come out with a good streaming device and you say, hey, man, look, this is my price, I have a right to say yeah and nay. Most likely, if it's a good device, I'm going to give it a try. I come to you and be like, yo, how soon can you get it to me if I send it today? Wait for the response, and then I go from there. Even people I do business with, you know, I try when the transactions happen and I see it, I try to get it done quickly. I don't try to have anyone wait. Now, if I'm at work, sometimes if I'm at work, I don't get the best signal, so I may not see it. You know, and then we just go from there. But yeah, man, it's pretty cool, man. I just love, like I said, I love people getting their hustle on. I just don't like the haters, man. Honestly, that's what I don't like. And I don't like people involving me in things that I don't know nothing about, you know. But like my mom and my dad say, my dad used to say, when you got your own, can't nobody say no. That might have flew over somebody's head. My pop said, when you got your own, can't nobody tell you no. And he told us that. Wasn't the best father. I ain't gonna even say he was the best father, but man, he gave me some gems. Just thinking about it now, he gave me some tools to work with. You know, not everybody's going to be the best father. Not everybody's going to be the best mother. But there's certain things they can give you, and it would be in the back of your mind for the rest of your life. And he said, listen, when you got your own son, can nobody tell you no? Get your own. And I thought about it. I'm like, and like I said, he wasn't the greatest father. We might have saw him like, he gave us allowance, but like I said, it's more than just giving money, you know. Kids be wanting time, you know, and that's just how it is. But he gave me some tools to work with, and I to this day I thank him on it, you know. And me and him had a nice little conversation, you know, and he is like, listen, I wish I was a better pops. You know, I couldn't tell you I wish you was a better pops too. But don't get it twisted. If you didn't give me them words, no telling what I'd be. I'd probably fall for anything. Like my uncle said, hey, family and friendship ends where business began. That's what it's all about. And so when I sat down with Real, you know, family and friendship end where business began. You can't go to Walmart and negotiate a price. I told people, man, listen, I don't care what it is. I'm better than Walmart, Best Buy, and the rest of them. No deals. You want a deal? You gonna go over there with them who giving you the deals. I'm not giving you no deals. This is my price. This is my set. And that's just how it is. And that's just how I roll. Honestly, that's just me. That's how I roll. And I you know, everybody is different. You know, everybody is different. So I just had to get this off my chest because I don't want none of y'all who follow me, who listen to me, getting scammed for no reason. I want you to be proud. I want you to be hardworking. I want you to take care of yourself, take care of your family. And if you got the hustle to take care of you, your well-being, and your family, then get your hustle on. I'm not judging you. I'm not. Who am I to judge? So I appreciate y'all letting me vent a little bit. Sometimes we just have to have this little sit down discussion, man, and there's nothing wrong with it. I could have came up here and said, hey, there's a dude, NVIDIA. I could have came up here and did all of that. But I just don't like when people get hurt. You know, really in this situation right here, like when it comes to streaming. I don't like nobody being taken advantage of or nothing like that. And I just try, and I try to be as honest as possible, you know, get it. And I try to share my experience with y'all. Sometimes y'all give me some tools y'all give me some tools. Y'all give me some tools to work with, and I be appreciating it. Like I got a few of the ladies who be sending me like, I got like whatever happened with Samsung this week about that breach. Man, I got just on that, I got 3, and it seems like it came back to back. The first 2 came in a matter of like 3-4 minutes. Shout out to Miss Octavia. Shout out to Miss Katie. All right. They came back to back, like boom, boom. I'm like, dang, what happened to Samsung? You know, and Samsung, you know, and check that out. I'm like, dang, you know, and then, you know, kicking it, you know, Miss B Love, you know, Miss Billy, salute to y'all, Miss Gail, you know, just people who just check in. I just love, like I said, I love when the women have taken such a great approach and they're getting their hustle on. You know, shout out to the guys who I deal with. Y'all know who y'all are. You know, I just try to be as honest as possible, you know, and we go from there, you know, and that's how you do business. Soon as transaction, I don't care if that transaction came through at 12 o'clock in the morning. You wake up 5 o'clock in the morning. Oh, let me go and take care of this right quick. knock it out. You could send, like it was a transaction this morning. Oh no, matter of fact, it was last night, late last night. I was asleep because the Brooklyn was blowing the brakes off of Philly. I watched Bel Air. I woke up this morning. I say, "Oh, okay." I handle my business, and then I send the email later on this afternoon or early evening or something. But I handled the business part and went to work because a brother was tired. So, what up, Dale? So, all right, guys, enough of me, enough of that. All right, let me see. I saw some Miss Top Cat. What's up, baby? What's up? What's up, baby? How you doing? Thank you for the donation. Big salute. That's what's up. That is what's up. Miss Billy, thanks for you. You know what, Superdell? Hey, salute, Miss Billy. Tell Chuck, I say, what's up? Tell Chuck, that tournament about to start is about to, look, I think I'm going to take Thursday and Friday. I don't know. I don't know if I can take both of them. I don't know. I might take a Thursday and Friday off. What's up, Miss Octavia? What's up, girl? What's up, Jill? Hey, what'd you say? She over there making videos, making people. I'm still waiting on that battle with her and Show Enough. Not Show Enough, but Hustler. What up, though, James? Say, I appreciate you, Dale. Appreciate you too, James. Appreciate you. So, check it out. A couple new, so just in case y'all don't know, to the Hustlers, Dealers, Media Library Extraordinaires, make sure y'all check it out. That Spidey man, all right? Spidey has dropped. Check it if you haven't heard of it. However you get it, however you get your content, you might want to check over and capture. All right, go capture. They just released it. I want to say early this morning. It was either late last night, early this morning. I already got it. It's in my collection on my Zadoo box, so I am good to go. I am good. All right. So Spidey came out. I do want to talk about this Jussie, man. This Jussie Smollett. This situation, man. I ain't gonna say I watched the whole thing. I didn't watch the whole thing. All right. I did watch when the witnesses and all of that, the grandmother, I watched it all night. Hold up. Let me address this right quick. Superdell, I don't dislike anyone. I might disagree with some of your content, but at the end of the day, you're still a streaming community. And that's awesome, man. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate what you do on your end too. I do believe you had if I could be honest with you, PCD, you had a lack of judgment. All right. Which I thought we was cool. I'll be honest with you. I can't trust you like that anymore. Because of your lack of judgment. I think you jumped off the cliff on that one. And it kind of hurt my feelings. I got feelings. And it hurt my feelings. And when I allow somebody in my circle, usually the people I allow in my circle are people who I respect, who I like, who I think are genuine. Your lack of judgment and your disrespect, your integrity was on the line, and you lost it. You lost it. And I take that very, very serious. If I talk to you on a cell phone, I don't talk to everybody on cell phones. But if I talk to you on a cell phone, I ain't talking about getting somebody on a Zoom call or anything like that. I think that's when you lost me. Now, I have a choice to make. The choice was, do I allow you a second chance? Or do I just move on? And I chose to move on because I think it was the right thing to do. Me personally, man, I don't hate on nobody, but I am a businessman. I think I'm an honorable man. And when I tell you I want to see people win, I really wanted to see you and others win. At the end of the day, it's all about integrity to me. I don't know what was happening that day. I don't know what you was going through personally. But some of the words that you chose, and we're going to take it there. Some of the words that you chose were so out of line. I never addressed you like this before because I don't even come over there and look at your content anymore. I don't know if you did videos. I unsubscribed and everything. Some of the words that you choose was dishonorable. Some of the things that you said, it hurt my feelings because I thought you were a stand-up individual. And you could still be a stand-up individual. I think your research is excellent. I think what you do, when you break it down, you really break it down. I love that about you. Or I love with an ED at the end. I love it because I don't watch your content anymore. But let this be a learning lesson to you. When you're dealing with these online, when you online, you never know who's doing anything behind the scene. And before you go to blame someone, have 100% evidence is that person. Like, I don't know, like I tell y'all, I don't know who got me into the situation a few years ago. I don't know. Honestly, I don't. I kind of got an idea, but I never put their name out there. I never. First of all, because I do not have 100% proof it was them. All right. Secondly, okay, I have a choice to make. I don't have to deal with them. But I think your lack of judgment, your conversation that you put out there, and then even when I even tried to reach out to you, I tried to reach out to you, PCD, you denied me. You kept sending me the voicemail, which furthermore let me know your character. One thing, and my wife would tell you this, I don't like to be called a liar, really, if I'm not lying. And you were basically calling me a liar. And then there's one key piece of evidence that you said. If you go back and listen to your video, you say, well, Dale, it may not be you, but it's somebody in your circle. And I thought that was, again, lack of evidence, lack of leadership, not being responsible, because people love to see drama. And I think you dropped the ball on that. I think you dropped the ball on that. So my friend, I can't say my friend because we're not friends. We're not colleagues. I moved on. Hopefully you moved on. And, you know, again, I wish you nothing but the best. As you saw a few months before you, situations went down. And I made it very, very clear. I do not get involved in that bull crap. I ain't gonna say bull crap. Let me take that back. I apologize. I do not get involved in other men or women situations that don't concern me. All right. And I think your lack of integrity and you just threw my name out there just shows you how you really felt about me. And I don't know what caused it. I don't know. But I moved on. I moved on. Now, that's not going to say I may not come over there and see what you're talking about. If you talk, like I said, I don't come over there anymore because I made a choice. I made a choice. And like I said, when people who I consider great, who I consider people who I consider are very, very talented, and yes, you are very, very talented. You are very, very, very talented. But you lost it. You dropped the ball, you fumbled. And when you even picked the ball up and you recovered, and again, and then you brought my name up again, still don't know why to this day. Honestly, still to this day, I do not know. What caused it, I don't know. But all I know is me and my wife was at a dinner. I came on and I said, "What up, though?" You said, "What's up?" And then a troll, because I can remember like yesterday, a troll came in. And you said it was me. I was in your comments for about 5-10 seconds just to say what up, though. I don't even think I even stayed to hear you say what up, though, or what's up, Dale. I was in and out because, again, like I said earlier, my wife comes first. So while me and my wife was out, my wife don't want me watching no YouTube and I'm with her. That's the last thing you want to do. Why, at least in my situation. So I just think you fumbled, and when you recovered, you fumbled again. You blame not only me, and then you try to clear it up. So I just think I think with me, it's probably time just to move on. I appreciate you coming over here. I appreciate all your previous donations and all of that. Money is not going to make me be your friend. I'm a genuine person. I'm a genuine person. I'm a sincere person. And I take friendship, I take friendship serious. And I think you hurt me, man. You hurt me because I consider you a great one, not a good one, but a great person of research, very, very smart, all of that. And you dropped it, dude. So I had to move on, and that's just how it is. And that goes for anybody. That goes for anybody. Because usually, like I said, not everybody have my personal number. I tell you that now. You had my personal number. You probably still got it. I don't have yours, but I know you have mine because I moved on. And rather you, I would tell you this. If I can give you any last advice, don't drop that ball again. When somebody give you an alley-oop, you take it, you run with it. Be careful who you're blaming. If you don't know it 100%, don't accuse anybody. So sorry it had to be like this, but I'll be seeing you peeping in on the show. But when you made that comment that I have highlighted right now, this is what I have to do. I address the situation. I'm not going to run from it, but I will address it. But just know This was not caused by me. And if you ask anybody who been following us, they would tell you the same thing, if you ain't heard it already. So continue to do your thing, man. I'm not going to hate on you. You know, continue to do your thing. We will probably never be on the show on a panel together. You know, I think I moved on. I wish you nothing but success. And then we'll go from there, dude. We'll go from there. Cause like I said, you hurt my feelings. You was out there clowning. I don't know. And I was like, damn, you know, so yeah, hey, it is what it is, man. I'm good. I'm moving on. You blew up that bridge. I didn't blow that one up. You blew that up, and you got to own that. All right, so you got to own that. So moving on, let's talk about Smollett. And look, this is not no beef, no drama, or anything. Sometimes you have to address an individual or individuals. Again, don't drag me into nothing that doesn't concern me. And if you don't know if it's me, then you shouldn't say it is me. That's just what it's about. It's all about, like I said, it's all about being honest, integrity, all that stuff, man. All of that matter. And then you got to hold yourself accountable, man. You got to you can't halfway hold yourself accountable and say, well, it might have not been you in this, but it's somebody in your circle. Well, if it's somebody in my circle, it's somebody in your circle too. Because the same people follow us. Am I right? Listen, if it's somebody in my circle, then it's somebody in his circle. Am I right or wrong? Because they follow both of us. Can I get an amen? That means we got the same people who following us who like drama, who know both of us. All right. So let's get into this Smollett, man. This Smollett crap was crazy yesterday. Very, 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 very. Go, bro, Donnie, go somewhere, man. You just get out the joint. You out there, Dale, man. I started to cry. Oh, man. That damn GoPro, Donnie, man. Y'all some, boy, I tell you. Y'all so crazy. Like this nigga. Oh man, y'all almost made me say the N-word, man. This is why, man. Look, this is why I can't mess with this cat. This thing gonna go pro Donnie, man. And look at Jill. Jill say, I'm sure there aren't any tears. And look at this cat, man. He gonna say, if you start crying, I'm gonna subscribe. This damn GoPro Donnie, hustler, soul bro. Hey, you got to watch LJ too. Show Enough TV. Hey, you got to watch Show Enough. Show Enough will sneak one in there on you too. You just, and listen, y'all, man, y'all just don't know. Show Enough a sneak one in there on you. The real would just be blunt. Real just be like, she would have called and said, "Damn, you crying? You crying?" So that's all that is, man. That's all that is. So, well, we gonna move on. Hey, let's move on to this last subject, man. This Jussie Smollett, man. Did y'all see what happened? Of course, he got convicted of a hate crime, as y'all know, man. But it was some stuff, some testimony up in there when the family spoke. Everything. Listen, I'm not going to lie. A lot of the things he did, man, was tremendous behind the scenes and all of that. It was nice, but he was convicted of a hate crime. But that judge, to me, I think that judge, I don't want to use the word out of order because he wasn't out of order. But that judge to me seems like he was auditioning for a judge show. I said the judge went 20, 25 minutes. People say this judge talked for 43 minutes. And what this judge was doing, this judge was reading this guy. Let me just give y'all a couple things, right? The first thing, listen, I think they were thinking of he was going to get probation. And how the judge set him up, though, oh my goodness, I think it's so wrong, because usually they give you what? They give you your punishment, and then they give you your restitution you're going to have to pay, and, you know, and fines and stuff like that. Well, the judge went the opposite way. The judge gave him, it was like, listen, you're going to get probation. You're going to have to pay these fines. Yes, you're going to have to pay this back to Chicago Police Department. Oh, yeah, by the way, you're going to get 150 days in jail. And what, I'm not laughing at him, because I don't know exactly what was going on in his mind. I do believe he actually set this up, because if you look at the evidence, he didn't want the police department looking at his phone, which they never got. He wouldn't turn over his phone. He wouldn't let them get certain DNA. He just was, you know, he was rejecting everything, like, which got them to raising an eyebrow. So his grandmother got up there of hers, I think his late father. It was his father who passed away from cancer, if I'm not mistaken, got up there. The grandmother said, listen, put me in jail. If you're gonna send him to jail, put me in jail. It would have been crazy if the judge would have said, okay, well, I'm putting him in jail. Hey, you want to go with him? You know, it would have been crazy as that, but of course they can't do that. But some of the things I just think wasn't even fair that this judge did. Honestly, I understand what he did. I think he could have just did his little 5-10 minute speech, but he told him, he said, man, I didn't even know this. Jussie was getting paid almost $2 million a year off of Empire. Almost $2 million a year. All right. The judge told him he went from riches to rags. The judge told him he is now a permanent felon. The judge told him you are a liar. The judge told him you premeditated this and you wrote the script and it wasn't a good script. The judge told him he told him, yeah, you put the rope around your neck. And he told him another one, you committed perjury, just to name a few things, man. And it was just crazy, man. I mean, he straight up, if y'all didn't see that, go back and watch it. Go back, and Jussie, when it was an opportunity, Jussie he said, I am not suicidal. If something happened to me, just know I'm not suicidal. He was very, very, very adamant. He even said, hey, black people, you know, for 400 years, all of this, man. And the thing about it, like now, if you ask me, I done saw so much crime where guys who should have got 150 days in jail with gun possessions and stuff like that, they got probation. I done saw where individuals done beat their mate, you know, and got probation. I'm talking about badly bruised up and only got probation. I done saw a lot, and I think all of us can sit back and attest that we done saw a lot. And people who you thought should have got, we done even saw like drug dealers get like probation, right? It this was just interesting. To me, I think the judge, I think he just did a little bit too much, wanting to be seen and heard. It was made for TV though. If you haven't saw it, go back and look at it. That judge talked for about he drilled him. And Smollett got up, Black Power, gave the fist with the right hand and said, I am not suicidal. I am not suicidal. He kept looking out to his family and everything. And but you know, I think he was made an example of, whether you like it or not. It's so many crimes. And the thing about it, when the judge said you a permanent felon, I think that wasn't cool, because in today's age, you can get a felony expunged. So to say you're a permanent, that means that's going to be there forever. You can get things expunged by, you know, certain community services and stuff like that. I just think the judge just went overboard, honestly. I think he could have just said, listen, man, I'm putting you in jail for 150 days because of this. After that, you know, you got to pay this restitution, pay this fine. You know, I hope this is going to teach you a lesson in life. You cannot play with the law. This was a serious crime, you know, and I do not take it lightly. I think he could have did something like that. But this dude went on for like, what they say, 42, 43 minutes. I mean, drilling him. I just think all of that was not needed, honestly. And that's just my take on it. And the way, like I say, the way he set him up, though, I think that was like cold, man. Look, I done sat through cases, you know, I done sat through a couple cases where the judge come out and say, listen, this is this. All right. With that being said, boom, you know, you getting this, you getting that. And like I said, 5-10 minutes, you know, and it was over. But to go over 40 minutes talking about, like, listen, if you go back, look at the light-skinned lady. Look at the light-skinned lady on the right side of Jussie. She looked like she was like, I mean, and then her partner, her colleague, was trying to talk to her. She was looking at him like, shut the heck up. I'm trying to listen to all the, you know, go back and look at it, man. And it was definitely, it was made for TV. It was made for TV. But like I said, I saw, some of y'all saw people with much higher offenses get probation. I think he was made an example of, though, honestly. He was made an example of. It's people on January 6th that went up to the Capitol that busted in the building, right? Did that, and they only got probation. Put people's lives at risk, all that. People died and all of that, man. So I think he was made an example. All right. Do I think he was involved in it? Absolutely. I do believe cold-heartedly he was guilty of it. And the reason I say that, because when you don't give up the evidence that they need to proceed, then you're holding something back. All right? You're holding something back. If somebody hurt me, like I had a situation a few years ago. Somebody was, it was when all this arguing was going on YouTube. Well, my number got exposed, right? I don't know, you know, DVD said he made a mistake and exposed my number, my personal number. Well, I started getting these crazy old texts, right? Crazy texts. And what did I do? I reported it. And they kept going and they come. And I think they finally caught up to the person, whoever it was. I just know it, all of a sudden it just came to a halt, because people be thinking with these VPNs and stuff that they are protected. Oh, I got a VPN sending big time threats. And yes, I say, okay, I got it involved in the city I'm in now. And I also, like I said, I have two cousins that are Detroit police officers. Both of them are detectives. And I got a friend who's a Detroit police officer. A threat came through while I was in the city of Detroit. I called my cousin. Now, I don't know what the heck happened. I even showed my cousin, listen, look at this. Look at everything. My cousin took my phone. Just like the city I'm in now. They took my phone and they actually went through, had my phone for, I don't forget. I know my cousin took it. He pulled out his laptop and connected it. So what he did was getting all that data off the phone. So now they got everything. Well, Jussie didn't want to do that. The city I'm in now took my phone, went to the back. I'm quite sure they did the same thing, took and got the data off of there of those text messages. And so when you don't want to allow, really, if you say a crime has happened, you don't want to allow it, the justice to do their job, then it's something that you may be hiding. And I think that's what he was hiding, because he knew. And come to find out, he was talking to a guy. I mean, he set it up good, where he was talking to another guy that actually testified in his favor. They said he did great community work, gave he gave a lot of money. He donated a lot of money. Good guy, though. You didn't notice about him. Good guy, man. Good guy. I mean, donated plenty of funds to different organizations, for HIV and women groups and stuff like that. He donated a lot of money, man. So salute to that guy for that. I do believe that, he made a bad decision. No telling what was going on. We all made bad decisions. But think about it. He took his to the law. He called the law and said, hey, they jumped me, and they said, and then, like they said this was the coldest winter, man. They was out there working. And if you've been to Chicago is surrounded by nothing but river. So you can imagine. And this was during the vortex. It was super, super cold, man. But he definitely, that judge made an example of him. And, now I don't think he'd be in there for the whole 5 months. I give him 2 to 3 months. He'd be up out of there, unless he just up in there fooling or whatever. But for some of y'all who know about Chicago, and I used to hear my boy Steve used to say, yeah, man, that Cook County, yeah, that's a rough, that's a rough jail, and then just to hear other people from Chicago like calling in and saying, yeah, man, I was up in there for a couple months, man. I was fighting every day because, that's just how I was. Now, hopefully they don't put him in the regular, general public, because if they do, you already know what's going to happen. But I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to separate him and then go from there. And then I think he'll be out in like 2 to 3 months. But we'll see though, man. But just know, man, just make sure y'all don't falsify anything with the law. All right. Really if the attack was on you, go ahead, do what they got to do, because they will come back and make an example out of you, like this judge did. And the thing about it, allegedly, right? You got to say that. I don't know, but they said this judge done let people off with harsher crimes. They said it. I was looking at one report. They were like, yeah, this judge. And I don't know if this judge was just, they said this judge basically, because don't nobody with these type of cases want to go in front of them as far as prosecution, because, he had, such a bad rap. But they said this judge, man, the judge who gave him the sentence, it was like, hey, he just went hard. I think he just went too hard, though. That's just my personal opinion. All right. Yeah, it definitely made an example of what not to do. Definitely. Yep. So I just think, She say, "Oh, Darlene say he's in protective custody. Watch the news." Well, I'm quite sure they're gonna watch it, or they can say anything though. They can tell us anything, Darlene. As you know, they can, and then certain things happen. Yep, certain things happen, but we'll see. Hey, but let me make sure. Hey guys, it's so many comments, man. Y'all was tuned in like me. Y'all was tuned in like myself. So definitely, hey, Ms. Gail, listen, go back and watch it. I guarantee you gonna be like, what the heck? 42 minutes? And then he did him like that. I watched it in live. I watched it live. He gave him his probation. He gave him the fines and restitution he must pay. And then and then it was like, oh yeah, and so you'll be turned over to the you'll be also getting 150 days in jail. And like you could just see his team was like, hold up, what the he set him up, man. I just thought that was wrong, unprofessional of the judge. But them judges got so much power, man. Them judges got power. Them judges have power, and fortunately, he shouldn't even, I ain't gonna say, he shouldn't have been in that position anyway. He shouldn't. Yep. So you say they're gonna throw him in the trash can like his daddy. Oh man. Yep. So all right, guys, it is what, 8:30. I've been going on about an hour and a half. Hey, listen, if it's one thing I can say, I just want to thank y'all for ear, listening, commenting. There's so many comments. I don't know if I can go back and look at all that. I'm quite sure it was some pointers. Just know this is nothing personal, but it is business on my end. And, I take my character very, very serious, even when I'm joking, and, and we just move on. That's what it's all about. All right. That's what it's all about. Listen, I'll be back on my streaming stuff. If not tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going. I'm probably going to see, I do want to go and see Batman. But look, Spider-Man is out. Check it out. If you haven't saw it, this was the best Spider-Man, man. This was the best Spider-Man, I think. All right. And I saw all of them, including that one, the original. All right. So check it out. We'll talk about it maybe on the next show, but I think it's well worth it. Oh, and I got the, I can't tell y'all, man, but I got the 4K. 4K. All right. Okay. Man, that's sucker crispy too. And the sound. Ooh, I put it on the elevate. Oh, y'all should have saw the speakers just go up like, as he flying through the air. Oh my goodness, man. Salute. Everybody, y'all be safe out there, man. It is your boy Dale. I'm probably gonna be in all weekend because it's supposed to only be like 20 degrees and the wind supposed to blow about 30 miles an hour, meaning it's gonna be even more cold. So I appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all stay up. You say, I thought you were playing golf tomorrow. Hey, I heard J-Mac got a whooping so bad, he probably better practice. So I don't know, Miss Octavia. But love you, girl. Hey, salute to all my ladies who are streaming, cord cutting queens. Y'all all right with me, man. Y'all be safe. Everybody who donated, I appreciate y'all. Be safe out there, have fun, and enjoy the night. I love y'all. Shout out Miss Gail. I see you, girl. Pancakes, huh? Gail, he said he had a sausage. He must have had them one of them links, them little mini links. I'm out of here, though, guys. I'll talk to y'all later, man. Superdell in the building. Y'all be safe. I'm out.